Hey, V-Star honey. Let me get this together. Let's see how this works. Nope, that's wrong. Hold on. That's wrong. Hey, lovely. Hello, A Frisco. Hey. Yes, thank you, Buttermilk. How you doing, beautiful? I'm trying to figure out something. Good. Okay, here we go. One more time. Yay. Gotcha. Good, good, good. I don't know how to do this pinned thing. Hey, Amy. Okay, Amy's better. I like Amy, too. Hey, Nia. Welcome, girl. Good to see you. Awesome, awesome. We got 4 people. Oh, what I didn't do is what I need to do. Hold on. We got time. Hold on 1 minute. I still need to get my time. Hold on. Good, good, good. Hold on 1 minute. Please. Yeah, I'm started. It's alright. We're about to get started, y'all. They weren't supposed to be home yet. I'm supposed to take my son to get his driver's license. I'm about to start. Let me put 30 minutes on my time. I was running kind of crazy anyway because my head wrap didn't want to act right. So, I'm about to start. I'm happy with who I have. I'm good. Okay, here we go. Okay. What I wanted to start talking about today is fashionable tarot. Is tarot considered fashionable? You know, is it one of those things, you know, that has the public's attitude toward tarot, has it changed? You know, do you know people, I mean, obviously we're all fashionable people, we're into tarot, but you know, back in the old days, you know how people used to say, oh, tarot is the devil and all that kind of thing. How has it changed? And in that changing, how have people changed in that changing? You know, so it's like, I believe that tarot offers a broader, I wrote down some notes, so a broader, offers a gateway for a more spiritual perspective that's not as rigid as like religion. You know, religion can get pretty rigid, pretty strict. So, whereas tarot can be, because we all know that, it opens in a more gentler, a more spiritual way than I think religion does. That's my opinion. But pretty much the main thing is like, how has the shift now? Y'all join and chime in too. I mean, because we're all in this. It's like the hi Queens, feel hey beautiful. Oh, welcome. Thank you. Got a superstar in my live. How you doing, girl? But pretty much the going back to the public's attitude and how they relate to tarot and how they see tarot. You know, because when I tell people that I'm an oracle, they go, oh, like, and then sometimes I just leave it. How you doing, Mama? I leave it right there. Once upon a time, I've probably been like, well, I just read tarot. The rich mom, hey, queen. I would, you know, try to go into it some more and you know, elaborate to try to, like, you know, make them feel comfortable. I don't do that no more. I just leave it, and it depends on if they ask, you know, because they are some, love the hearts, thank you, honey. It depends on if they ask, you know, or how the energy they put out after, you know, because some will be like, oh. You know, because even there are times I'll take my tarot deck with me and my husband, like when we go out or go have a beer, and I'll pull them out. Little bartender was like, are you really, do you really have tarot cards? I sure do. And I could feel her little Catholic energy just all up in there. And I just waited for her to say something, and she just smiled and just walked away. I was like, that's cool. That's as long as you ain't disrespecting me, I'm not about to disrespect you. So it was like the attitudes with tarot and how people, Luminous, greetings, Luminous. You laughing? People and how they deal with it and how they see it now. And then one time I went to the nail shop and told them I was an oracle. And then one of the little girls said, you know what? My family says, you know, don't let anybody read your cards. Because, you know, I was like, well, why? That's the thing. If they tell you not to do it, what's the reason why? You know, why not? You know, couldn't come up with that. So I was like, so you just gonna take on something generational, and you have no clue why. It's like that story. I remember this story. It's related. It's related. A little girl was cooking a ham. I don't eat ham. Cooking a ham, and she cut off the ends. I don't know what the ham ends are, but anyway, she cut off the ends of the ham, and her husband asked her, "Baby, why you cut off the ends of the ham?" "I don't know. Mama said it. Mama does it." "Okay, go to Mama. Mama, why we cut off the ends of the ham?" "I don't know. We just always did." "Let's go ask Grandma." "Grandma, why we cut off the ends of the ham?" "Girl, I just started doing it because the pan was too small." "Oh, that's why?" So y'all been wasting ham just because of generational ignorance. So going back to that, changing that. Like I said, is tarot a trend? You know, I don't believe it's a trend. I believe it's just gaining more because times are changing. You know, the as far as like, you know, the age of Aquarius and all that kind. Everything that's changing is forcing us to get more into spirituality, into who we are, and the grounding of what we are. You know, so it's not like, you know, just like God is away from us. We realize everything is within us. And tarot helps us see that. You know, tarot opens up, like I said, the broader, more spiritual way for us to evaluate our lives, to evaluate our situations, to look at what we're doing, or what we, not so much what we want, but yeah, even that to a point, but to look at things from a totally different perspective, from a biased perspective. Has tarot gone mainstream? Now, you know, in some things, you know, I look at tarot with some things, and some people, I think that people are waking up and yes, absolutely, Amy, absolutely, yes, I believe that. We have to, we have to wake up. You know, if you get left behind because you're not, that's just not right. I don't want to use any other words, but there is no way possible that you cannot be some sort of woke right about now and realizing how things are shifting, and they're not gonna go back the other way. Just like they tell you about video, you know, why I'm here. Video is like, it's not going anywhere, you know, so it's like opening up and waking up. It's like, this is not going anywhere. I mean, everybody's, you know, got to be somewhat awake of what. Did you try it? I tried it, but it didn't work. It said paste. Hey, DCI Properties, mwah, I got away. But I tried to pin my topic, Rich Mom, but it just said paste. I didn't get the pin little thing. Remember I told you it just didn't work. Now I'll look at it again later. I don't know what the hell. Exactly. This is the information era. Yes, there are way too many sources. What do you mean too many sources? Explain it to me, Luminous Love. Sources. I mean, I really want to know what you mean by that. Not to be in the know how everyone's journey. Yes, everyone's journey is there. Very well put. I agree with that. But everybody needs to realize they're on a journey. They got to realize they're going somewhere. Yes, I mean resources. Okay, I was like, I was like, sources. I was like, just help me out. But yes, there's too much going on for anybody to say I didn't know, I didn't hear, I wasn't aware. Especially on Instagram, because if you don't at least have at least one or two people that you following, greetings, Unicat. Thank you. If you don't have at least 2 or 3 people in your feed that are somewhat spiritual, you know something's wrong. You know, if you're not looking and checking out a couple of spiritual memes every now and then, or you haven't learned anything spiritual on Instagram, you're following the wrong people. You need to follow some new people or find some new people to follow. But as far as it going mainstream, the trend, you know, like for a while, you know, because I was selling yoni eggs, you know, it seemed like yoni eggs were in, and I honestly felt, you know, because it's like one of those things that you're going to always use, that it would be here. But it seemed like it was a trend, and it's like died away. And then it seems like with tarot, and then also with yoni eggs, it seemed like everybody wanted to sell them, but nobody knew anything about them. You know, as far as the history, where it came from, how it started, the sizes, what direction to go with the sizes. Everybody knew like the crystal, as far as like their powers and stuff like that, but nobody wanted, as far as like the horse stance, you know, all the stuff that goes with using a yoni egg and spiritual and watching and visualizing. Nobody wanted to do that. They just want to sell you a yoni egg. That's it. You know, didn't want to give you any information on as far as like, you know, kegels or anything like that. They just want to sell you yoni eggs. So that's how I'm feeling also with tarot. It's like, as far as it going mainstream and being a trend, you know, and the cards, you know, and the cards all have books, and it's like everybody wants to read tarot. So trendy that way. All right, Cherokee, welcome. I'm thinking that way is like, that way, is it going trendy? I believe so. People, now, we all know, no, we all probably don't know, because honestly, I just found this out recently myself. Hey, new moon, welcome, happy new moon. Tarot is a game. It's a card game. It is based in a game. It is considered a game. Cards, you know? So people tend to treat it, or don't probably realize, you know, that the spirituality that's attached to it comes from a different place. It comes from the wisdom. The wisdom as far as like, what is it? What's that guy? Tarot, this is, the wisdom that's incorporated and grounded in tarot. Tarot is something that has to be gained, and when you gain that, there's hope with that. The hope comes with that because of the information that you gather. And we all know when you gather information, when you know something, you're more solid in it. So just grabbing the book and just looking and reading the foundational meanings of the card is not enough. You can do like basic stuff, but what you really want, if you're going to spend your time with tarot or spend your money on tarot, you want something that goes a little bit deeper. You can even get, now this may sound kind of, you can even get a deep, shallow reading. You can get some details pulled out of that, and it doesn't have to be, tarot doesn't have to be a button. I've said this before, I know I'm going all over the place, but it's all related. Quantity, not quality. I mean, quality, not quantity. You do not have, Purple Dashiki Goddess, welcome. You do not have to have a bunch of words to have a good reading. I do not have to give you a bunch of words and throw a bunch of words at you in order to give you a quality reading. Hey, Tassie. I can give you something real short. Actually, I can give you maybe like 2 sentences, and that will be enough to ground you. Okay, come back. Thank you for even popping in. That can give you a thing, it can give you grounding enough information for you to make a decision that's going to empower you, that's going to strengthen you, that's going to allow you to move forward. Yes, hey, y'all. That's going to allow you to move forward. That's going to allow you to make a decision that allows you to move forward. So, I already said Roots of Tarot is a card game. I see tarot, my opinion, I see tarot as an intense. It's almost, when I read, I get tired. Some people say, well, if you don't read, if you don't have to get tired. It's like tarot uses a lot of energy, a whole lot of energy. It's an intense, it's intimate, and it's a very personal experience. You know, it's one of those things, you know, that you hold close, because you don't want to be telling everybody your business. I mean, even if you're telling your girls something like this, especially a random stranger, you don't want to tell everybody your business. So it's like, when you go to your tarot, do you have a YouTube channel? I definitely subscribe. I can fit. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. Unfortunately, there's not unfortunately, but it's under Celeste Makeup. But still, if you search on YouTube, Readings by Celeste, I'll pop up, and then you can just find my thing, because it's still up under my makeup channel. I used to do makeup, so it says Celeste Makeup, and it wouldn't let me change it. But I'm up under there. Hi, Serenity. Thank you. But going back to intense, intimate, and personal. Definitely a personal thing, you know. So it's like when I read for people, granted, you know, everybody, how do I say this? They try to tell you, and I remember hearing this, to be gentle when you give people information, or gentle if you have to give them bad news. Pin your channel. Child, I don't know how to do this pin. Rich Mom was trying to teach me how to do it before when I was in her live. I got to figure it out. It'll be on my page. I'll put it on my post. I'll put up my YouTube channel up there. But I do not know how to do this. I'm learning. But what was I talking about? Personal. When I read for people, and as far as like giving them information that's kind of scary, or kind of, I don't want to get. I'm not delicate, but I'm not coming. That's it. Celeste Makeup. Thank you, Tassie. I love you. I know it's crazy. It's under Celeste Makeup. They won't let me change it. You know, I've been able to change everything else on the page. It won't let me change that. But I do my best to give you all the information you need. Intuition, Man03, welcome. I do my best to give you the information that you need, because that's why you're coming. You're not coming to get candy coated or something fluffy. You know, you want to know. You know, is his other girl pregnant? Is the other girl he messing with pregnant? Yeah, she pregnant. Absolutely. You might be able to pin Tassie's comment. Ciao, whatever. Pin what? And how the hell do you do that? I don't know how to pin. Like I said, my thing keeps coming up paste. I keep coming up paste. Nothing comes up. Pin. at all. I don't know. You have to have so many followers. I don't know how that works. I'll play with that another day. Oh, you can give me a class on that, Rich Mom. That's what we need to do. You need to do a class on how to work this stuff. Layla's mommy, welcome. But yes, as far as like giving you information that may not be as nice, you know, you want it. You want to know, or else you wouldn't be asking. And I would be doing you a disservice by not giving you the information. Yeah, she pregnant, and actually, she was pregnant before you were pregnant. Oh, clutch the pearls. Yes, it can go like that, you know, but what would you want me to say? I mean, I'm sorry. You know, gentleman recently I had to do a reading for, you know, he was asking me, what's the chance of romance in marriage? There'll be some romance. There might be a little bit of romance, but there will not be a marriage. Not at this point. You can type in the chat just like we can. I know I can. Have to take a break from my deck time to time. It can be heavy and gives me anxiety. What gives you anxiety, sweetie? Hold on. I have to take a break from my deck. Yes, absolutely. That's why sometimes it's better to have a different deck or a different deck that's completely different from the other deck. So you can get a breather, but you may not want to disconnect from your deck. You know, disconnect from tarot. Disconnect from the vibration. But you may need to change the deck because the deck may sometimes get a bit too thick, get too heavy. You know, because honestly, you know, before I got it, people told me about the Miss Cleo deck and told me, oh, she raw. You know, I have to use her once in a blue moon. You know, not I mean, as far as for me. You know, if I'm doing a daily reading, I can do it because it's like one card. But if I pull a couple of cards of her, I mean, she's just a bit too raw for me. Then it gives you an option to pin. Okay. Pin. Truth hurts sometimes. Truth hurts. You don't realize how much. There's no way around it. You can't lie to yourself, and a lot of people can't. Then they want to get mad at you. I was like, but you want me to tell you, you know, and you see how it makes sense. You know, it'd be different if, you know, if it was coming up and you're like, you know, a lot of people already know, you know, so it's like when you tell them, it's the confirmation, and it's like, I really didn't want that, but it's here now. What you gonna do? Okay, now what you're gonna do? Let's move forward with that. Okay, let me see. Luminous girl, yes. Okay, luminous love, yes. Got me, yes. But the lying to yourself thing, especially when you're going to a tarot reader, you're trying to get something unbiased, and I don't know, you know, some people come with the wrong attitude. You know, especially when they think tarot can fix something. I've done posts about this before. Tarot can't fix nothing. Tarot, is it okay to stop my candle for work and then relight it later? Snuff it. Do not blow it out. All right, Cherokee, do not blow it out. If you're doing it magic, if you've got a spell going, do not blow it out, snuff it, and then you can light it back again later, and that should be fine. Each card, purple, is, yes, tarot is raw. Depending on the deck. Some decks aren't that raw. You know, there's some that are, you know, some that are just you got to put them down sometime. But then there's some you're like, okay, you know what, you're a bit too shallow. I need to go deeper, so I need to go do some research. Because just this little happy, oh, just intelligence, emotions, and love. No, I need a little bit more than that. I need a whole lot more than that. So it's like you're gonna have to go do a little bit more research. You know, if your little book, that's all it says. Yeah, we can be intuitive, but you gotta have some wisdom to be intuitive. You gotta have some knowledge to build your intuition. You know, you gotta have some clues. Symbolism is key. I was talking to somebody. I was on another live, and we were talking about how symbolism is everything. You know, you see certain things in the card that may speak more than the foundational meaning of the card, and that's just true. You know, everybody reads differently. That's what works for me. But I already said that each card has a functional meaning. Each card, yes, functional meaning. But going back to what I just said, that could change based on the cards that are surrounded and how it falls. So it could mean one thing, yes, symbolism. It could mean one thing, but you put two different cards on the other side, a major and a freaking what is it? A court card. It could change the whole dynamics of a card. Some cards can soften the blow of other cards. Some cards can intensify the blow of them. So it depends on, but you got to know that. So that means you got to do some studying, and you just can't use the little book. Now, granted, oracle cards are a whole nother Oprah. Because why? Because oracle cards are much more big picture. Much more big picture. And sometimes, I'm getting that a lot now, you know, in this, like, the big picture is sometimes better because, oh wow, I didn't know. Yes, the big picture is sometimes better. That can be a softer blow. If I can tell you, okay, this is the issue. Let's say, yeah, okay, he's messing with this other girl, but y'all are gonna end up together. So y'all gonna end up together. He's messing with that other girl right now, but y'all gonna end up together. So you're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna end up together. But while he's messing with that other girl, he gonna get her pregnant, get another girl pregnant. He gonna lose his job. He probably kick you in the head. Other stuff is gonna go on. He's gonna move back home with his mama. Then he gonna come back to you crying. Somebody gonna then you're gonna take him in because his car broke down and y'all gonna be together. See? So you gotta figure out that's why I give so many readings, or either I try to do my best to consult with people to find out what they want. So what exactly do you want to know? Yeah, but girl, it travels like that. That's exact. We all know life goes like this. It does not go like this. So you have to take all that into consideration. Readings do that, but you have to be open to that and realize it's going to happen that way. It's not going to be all pretty all the time. But like I said, sometimes, but if you know, okay, but she said, and it is, but the how is another thing. Y'all gonna end up together, but you needed to make, but you know what, knowing that, and it's like making the choice, using your own thought process, thinking, okay, well, you know what, is this good for me? The reading's gonna empower you to think, okay, well, I don't want that. I don't want to end up like that. I don't want that to happen. So you make the choice based on the reading, based on the information you've been given, to make the choice. Okay, you know what? Once I start to see things do, I'm going to step off. If I can go in here and try to make things work, we'll see what happens. But if things aren't working, then I'm going to step off. See? But if you decide to stay, that's all on you. Don't blame the tarot lady. And then come back to me and ask me the same question. Please don't do that. Because I'm going to tell you, welcome, Beauty Mark. I'm going to tell you we've already addressed that. We've already addressed that. I've already addressed that situation. We've already talked about it. I do not do the double question. No, it has to be something completely different. We can talk about the situation, but as far as that path, we've already gone there. Lincoln 72374, welcome. Not unless you've already made a change, or you tell me, okay, I stopped doing this. What's going to happen? I've adjusted this, or I've changed that, or I've moved. Then we can change. So will we ever be able to be friends, or will we have any contact? See, that's a totally different vibe. Yes, hello. So it's like you have to use some common sense with tarot when you're getting a tarot reading. So, and just like I have to use it when I'm giving you a reading, as a professional, I'm not going to just take your money to give you bogus ass readings. How does that help you at all? That doesn't help you at all. So the goal is to help you get, enlightened. The goal is to help you to feel bolder, feel wiser, to feel stronger after the reading. You want to feel better after the reading. You want to feel empowered, even if it's negative. Even if it's negative, you want to feel at least I got the information I need to make my decision. Lincoln sent you a question. No, I can't put you in my video. I don't know how to do that. Put you in my video. Y'all don't. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Wants to be people who can see it on videos will be able to. No, not gonna do that. Thank you, Lincoln, but I don't know who you are. Soul Coach joined. Welcome. Okay, functional, connecting with your present energy. Tarot, I have decks that are fortune-telling decks. I do believe in that. I do believe in those without a doubt, because I've been able to do it with certain decks. Can't do it with all decks. Welcome, Soul Coach. Can't do it with all decks. But I don't think that is the reason for tarot, why tarot exists. I think tarot's pretty much, there to help you deal with your now, or get focused in your now to be able to make decisions in your future. Connect with yourself right now. Okay, right now my present. Right now present here. Okay, so how can I get myself together to be better over there? That's the thing. That is the function, in my opinion. That's the purpose, in my opinion. That's where it should be going, in my opinion. So it's like when you go get a reading, you're constantly getting love readings. It's like, what are you doing to change? Okay, I'm giving you information and you're wondering why this guy doesn't do it, or why guys do this to you all the time. What are you doing? How are you connecting with yourself right now, the truth with who you are and what you're doing and how you're proceeding? Or are you using the same? Are you using the same thought process with every guy? You know, are you doing the same thing with every dude? And then you wondering why. Fine, Celeste, on you. Thank you, Tassie. Y'all need to get me. I need a lesson on going live and pinning, whatever. But I'm sorry. But yeah, what are you doing? You know, tarot requires you to look at yourself. Also, things you don't want to look at, things you don't want to be honest with yourself with. It puts it in your face. You know, like a black obsidian. It's going to put it in your face. You know, especially when you get a good tarot reader that vibes with you. Nani? I think it's 731. So especially when you get a reader that you've been with for a while who can tell when your energies change, girl, you don't sound right. I feel something going on different with you. When you can tell, it's better. Because I've already started your reading before I even started anything. So your energy is already flowing. So it's already going to go into the card. So it's going to be a cleaner, crisper, quicker reading, much more detailed. You know, so it's like, find you somebody, if you're going to do this, and if you're going to get into this, if you want to get into this vibe, find you practitioners and find professionals that vibe with you. I said this last time, because it's important. Just like that, just like if you go to a doctor. Exactly. If you go to a doctor, you're going to go to a doctor you want to go to. Don't go to a random doctor. Find your doctor. Find somebody, if you want, you know, an old man to wear glasses. You know, then you go find you an old man to wear glasses. You know, that's what you want. You know, so especially once you get older and you ain't got to play no more. It's like, you know what, I don't want to be seeing any young man. All right, Cherry, hey, do you think I should... Wait a minute. All right, Cherry, this ain't about that. I'm not witching here. I'm talking about tarot. Oh, I am not that. Yeah, but anyway, going back to connecting with your present energy and giving you insight into your immediate surroundings, so you can work toward a desired outcome. That is the thing, you know, getting you, yeah. Ski joined, welcome. So it's like getting yourself in a position to help yourself. That's all this is. This is all this is. We all want to be at a place, or we all want information from somebody who can help us help ourselves. You know, we all should want to do the work. But we can be honest, some of us don't. And that's all right, you know, because what you want to do is find somebody that can help you. Somebody that can guide you. Somebody that can give you insight to help you get insight into yourself, you know. Okay. Root tarot, I've used it in tens. I did all that. Go provide insight into answering a way that, I already said that, can draw power from it. You know, you always want to get a reading, like I just said. You know, you want something you can pull from, or something that you eat. That's why I like email readings so much. I mean, I like phone readings too. I'm getting much better at those, but I like emails because you can always go back to them. You can always go back to them. You have it forever. You can look to it on your phone, you know. And when I do mine, I do my best to do it. So, you know, I mean, granted, you know, I'm grammatically challenged, but you get the point. You know, you'll be able to go back to it and know what I'm saying. You know, because I do my best to do that. So it's like when you read, thank you for the hearts. when you read it, you can make out what it is, so you can go back to it and references. Referencing is key, you know, especially for a reading. I mean, because I think it loses something in a phone, but some people just desire phone readings, or just feel like they're not getting a reading if it's not a phone reading, which I don't believe. Or they're too caught up wondering how I can do it not seeing you. I don't need to see you to feel you. I don't need to see the freaking vibes for the phone to work. I don't need to see all that for the TV to work. It's the same concept. Especially if I know I'm doing it, I'm focused on doing it. And that's usually the thing, you know, but I don't need a birth date. I don't need all that. I just need the name. And if you tell me about a boyfriend, I need to know, is he your ex-boyfriend? Or if you're going to tell me about an ex, I just need to know which ex. You know, you can tell me ex and you've got like 12, you know, so that kind of thing. Or they just want to say, how's it going to happen with him? Him who? I am not a mind reader. You know, I never claimed to be a mind reader. Okay, so it's like I need to know who him is. But, you know, they want to play games and test you out. Honey, I got a whole hashtag. You do not have to test me out. Okay, so it's like, don't play those games. And if you feel like you have to play those kind of games, or better yet, if the person you're getting a reading from plays those games and doesn't check you from the jump, that's a problem. That's the problem. If they try, because you know automatically, you know, why we need to have a conversation. Which him, and what are you talking about? That's pretty much all I need, you know, but I do not need all that extra background stuff, and I need something, you know, I need something to vibe with, because you got too many hymns. So which him is it? You pass him, you current him, what him? So it's you know what? You can just have your money back. I love you. We can change it. Okay. Well, anyway, we got about a minute left. I want to thank you all. I'm about to get up out of here and finish my evening. I enjoyed you. I am so good. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. I promise next time I'll know how to pin my information and all that, and pin my what is it? My YouTube. Yes, because Tassie and Rich Mom are going to teach me how to do that. Thank you. So, thank you so much. Y'all have an awesome afternoon. It is almost 3 o'clock here in Arizona. Thank you. I'm so glad you caught me too. I appreciate it. I'm going to do my best. Like I said, I like going live, and I want to do it twice a week, but like I said, I'm not coming on if I don't have nothing to say. So, I appreciate y'all energy. Thank you for the hearts, and y'all have an awesome one. Thank you.